Good morning, you guys. Alright, what is it? The 20th of December, Friday morning. It is just about 8:30 in the morning, local time. We are southbound on the 215 freeway right now, right on the edge of Colton and Grand Terrace city limits. Actually, there's the Grand Terrace sign right there in front of us. Alright, we are on our way to deliver a load. I guess Smithfield. Yeah, Smithfield pork load. Going to the Sysco Foods facility in Riverside. Alright, it's been a while since I've been to this location. I would have to venture a guess, probably at least a good year and a half, 2 years since I was last there, or something around there. Been there a few times, but it's been a bit. Interesting fact about this this customer, it is right across the street from a warehouse that an F-16 aircraft crashed into a few years ago. Yeah, one of the F-16s from, well, that's basically, it does alert duty at March A Reserve Base, where I spent a lot of my Air Force career. The pilot had, I can't remember what I think the engine shut down or whatever, I can't remember. But he ended up ejecting, and his aircraft ended up crashing into the warehouse right across the street from the one we're going to be delivered to here. I don't know what the status is on that building. I believe they repaired everything and reopened the facility. I don't know for sure. Well, yeah, I think last time I was there, I thought I remember the building still being there. I don't remember if it was still being repaired or if it had reopened or what. I guess it wouldn't have taken an incredible amount of repair work to fix what damage was done to the building anyway, though. You know, it's probably some I-beams and some sheet metal panels and whatever else, who knows. Anyway, alright, so that's what's going on here. Now, I just got my truck back from the shop. I wasn't really planning on taking home time per se, but it ended up turning into that, if you will. So I had a load coming in this direction, and I picked up at Lineage or Smithfield, whatever, in Olathe, Kansas, and it had 2 deliveries on it. One in Riverside and the other one in Compton. They were both to the Ralph's distribution centers in the area. And I didn't end up vlogging those because I've already vlogged both those locations a number of times, and I still had other footage previously recorded footage I needed to work on when I got home anyway. I'm gonna have to stay right here because you see there we got delays all the way up to the 91, 60, and 215 interchange, or as we call it here, the Riverside interchange. Yeah, because I'm going to need to exit right when we get up here, just on the other side of Central Avenue. We're going to exit right to stay on the 215 where 215 and 60 run concurrent. Anyway, so I had that load coming in, and what was it? I got into town on the morning of the 14th, which happened to also be my birthday. So man, I don't do happy birthday shit, so don't worry about it. I don't need reminders about me. I guess I'm another year older. Anyway, though, it's beside the point. I got in on the 14th in the morning, and the first drop wasn't due until the 16th at 1 a.m. So I ended up getting a 34-hour reset out of it before delivery. I can't sit there and blame anybody for that. It was a Saturday morning that I got into town, and a lot of customers don't do anything on the weekends. Ralph's probably included, or I don't know, for whatever reason they couldn't get me in on that on the weekend. So such is life. Not a big deal. Like I said, I'm not going to complain about having time that I could spend at home. And as it was, I ended up getting to go. Okay. Somebody was honking blowing their air horn, I guess. Anyway, my kids wanted to treat me to breakfast as soon as I even got home. So before I even got a chance to get to the house, we went pretty much straight from the truck to go get breakfast. And then right after that, we ended up going to watch a movie. Which one did we watch? So I think last time we watched Red 1. And then, and this time we ended up watching, which one was it? Gladiator 2. Yeah, with Denzel Washington. And I forget who else in there. But yeah, so now I don't know why, but the original Gladiator movie with Russell Crowe, for some reason, maybe it just was at the time, because the genre in general, I don't know, I guess just didn't interest me enough, I guess. It was, and it was supposedly a really good movie. I think I do remember watching it, but it was just one of those, I'll watch it one time, and I don't really have the motivation to want to watch it more than once or something. Is what it kind of comes across as to me. I'm not saying it's a bad movie either. It just, I don't know. But a lot of times when I'm looking to watch something multiple times, I'm looking for the entertainment factor out of it. Like, a lot of times it's like comedy stuff that maybe I'm in bed or something, and I don't necessarily want I don't want to have to sit there and pay attention to every damn detail of the movie. And you guys know there are some movies out there where you can watch it numerous times and still pick up new details on that you didn't pick up the first time or the previous times. So generally, because of my lifestyle with the trucking and all that, and if I'm not driving, pretty good chance I'm trying to get some sleep. And when that's the case, I don't want to put on stuff that I've never seen before that I really want to pay attention to, because I don't want to end up missing details that I really want to catch. Anyway, though, Gladiator 2, I thought it was a good movie. Maybe a little bit on the predictable side with the plot, but I don't know. I thought it was I thought it was a very good movie overall, though. Interesting story there. I don't know what kind of this guy's gonna come over now and watch. I'm gonna need to come over, and I got this car to deal with too. So I don't know if this guy is coming over or not, but I'm afraid to even merge because there we go. He finally got smart enough and turned off his damn turn signal. Anyway, I did that, and then eventually ended up making the deliveries. But the Ralph's delivery, the Riverside delivery turned into a bit of a fiasco. I get there on the 16th, about 12:15 in the morning. And then I try to check in, and then I find out from the guard, your appointment's not until the 17th at 1 a.m. Like, huh? like, and I even showed her on my tablet how my load info actually said the 16th at 1 a.m. So, like, she double checked the PO number and confirmed again, yeah, it's at 12, it's the 17th at 1 a.m. I'm like, oh, shit. So now I got a problem here because I got 2 drops on this and both of them deliver on the 16th. So now that throws a curveball, and on top of that, the CSR, the customer service rep for her spot, didn't come in until 8 a.m. Central or 6 a.m. local time. So, yeah, they ended up turning into me, turning back around, and parking on the street, waiting for the CSR to come in, and then they still had to communicate with Smithfield about what happened there, why was my appointment all messed up, and then they were also trying to figure out if I could just go ahead and go to the Compton delivery first and have them pull my Riverside freight out of the way, pull theirs out, and then put the Riverside load back in. Because it turned out it was about 33,000 pound or so total load, and only about 11,000 of it was going Riverside. So it wasn't like it was all that, like a huge amount. But they ended up not going for that. They ended up getting me rescheduled for 1,800. And then because my Ralph's delivery was originally supposed to be for like 1,600, because of the fiasco, they changed it to 2,100. And then Compton also said that as long as I can get there before 2,300, they would take me. But if I couldn't get there by then I would have to wait until 7 a.m. I'm like, great. So if I have problems here where I can't get over there on time, then I have to sit and wait. Now I have an HOS problem as well, and limited in places where I can park over there. I do have a couple of hidey holes over there, but there's a problem there a lot of times. Are those hidey holes going to be occupied by other people? But and there's nowhere for me to park. Anyway, it ended up working out all right. Where I actually I got done with the Riverside delivery just on time, where I could get to Compton 5 minutes before my 2,100 appointment time that they zoomed in for you. Now I used to work over here, so I don't have any need whatsoever for this. But yeah, I got this up here for you guys' convenience and benefit, whatever. Anyway, though, I got there just on time, and I was able to get a dock door right away. Had a fun time trying to hit that door, because if you guys know anything about Ralph's in Compton, it is super tight. And let me get moved over here. I know this guy's going to have to come over as well. Doesn't look like he's interested in it, though. Oh, yeah, I know he is. Okay. But yeah, I had a little bit of a difficult time hitting my door. I was going to use the space on the door next to my door. Now, it wouldn't have been a problem, but there was a straight truck in that door, in that adjacent door. So I was able to get my trailer into the space there, but I couldn't get it. Dude, seriously? What an idiot. Couldn't have just dropped in behind me, right? Because there's so much space behind me, you have to squeeze in between me and that other truck instead. Because you're so lacking in brain cells and common sense, right? Fucking moron. Anyway. Looks like this guy's going to get on 215. I would have to assume if he's coming over to the right. But as it turned out, the guy in the door to my left, because I wasn't going to bother him if I didn't need to. I figured, I'm going to give this a try, see if I can hit the door first without asking him for help. Asking him to disconnect from his trailer. But it turned out he was actually awake and paying attention, and he ended up getting out and offering to disconnect. I'm like, oh yeah, it'd be great. That would help me out a lot, actually. So yeah, I went ahead and disconnected and got out of the way, and then I just waltzed right in. But then I've been having problems with my truck. I believe I mentioned it at least a couple of times on McLean is surprised me. McLean's not trying to get off here, is he? McLean's terminal is off the same exit that my map is trying to tell me to get off at. So I'm not really sure why McLean's trying to get off there. Because I've been to their facility, to their DC. It's to get off at Cactus Avenue, take Cactus down to Meridian and turn left. And right down the street there I think it's on the right side is where McLean is at. So I don't know, maybe he just wants to get off the freeway and take Sycamore Canyon down or something. I don't know, or maybe he wants to stop at Farmer Boys over here on Alessandro on the way to his terminal, who knows. Anyway though, yeah, I've been having problems with my truck giving me low coolant warning indications, and actually had a couple of times where it shut off on me because when it gives me low coolant warnings, even though it's not low, I actually did have a coolant leak, but it was a minor one, and but it kept, I was saying that I was low, but it turned out it was a bad sensor, and I had a feeling it was a bad sensor. And then after I got through with the Compton delivery, I went and washed out my trailer, filled it back up with fuel, and then dropped it in the drop yard. And now normally I would have been good for reloading right after that, but alright, yeah, this is the same exit I used to use to get to work when I worked at the base, by the way. Dude, make up your mind. This guy wants to go east apparently on Cactus, not west. But he couldn't figure out which damn exit. Shut up. What the hell? Ain't no damn collision alert issue here. What, and it crashed into that sign in the Gore Point? Is that what it thinks was going on there? Stupid thing. Anyway though, yeah, so on the way back from Compton, I was probably around Upland, or maybe not quite to Ontario. Yeah, I would say somewhere, Claremont, Upland area, somewhere, I guess. My truck had that low coolant warning again. Okay, this thing is telling me the wrong location. And again, I think I talked about this recently, where the onboard system often tells me to go to the wrong spot. And I know for sure, because this thing's trying to tell me to turn right on Meridian, and no, it's not over there. It's down here on the south end, closer to Von Buren Boulevard. I've been to that place before. I know damn well where it's at. But yeah, the Google location is correct. Anyway, though, yeah, I ended up having to hurry up and get over the right shoulder because the truck was going to shut off, and it actually did. And then as soon as I got shut off there and on the shoulder, I was able to just cycle the ignition, and it started right back up with no warnings. And so I was like, this has to be fixed. Now there is a cheat fix, a temp fix that you can do that some other truckers were suggesting, and I was aware of before as well. And that would be to put basically take a paper clip and disconnect the plug on the coolant level sensor, which is mounted to the bottom of the reservoir. Get over here because we need to make a left turn soon. Okay, yeah, you jumper the pins on it, so it creates continuity. So it gets tricked into getting the signal that it has adequate coolant. Because the way the float works is, if it does indicate that it's low, then it basically creates an open circuit there where it can't get continuity between basically the A and B pins on the plug. So yeah, it's a really good temp fix, but it still doesn't change the fact I need to get this truck fixed. So I put it in the shop. But now here's the thing: I get home about I get to the Velocity Truck Centers in Hesperia about 2:45 in the morning, and I wasn't able to. I couldn't get checked in until 8 a.m. because that's when they open. Well, I couldn't even go that long without getting what? Guess what? Another parking ticket. Yeah, I've had like 4 of them, like 3 or 4 of them in a short time. I've been driving 8.5 years, getting closer to 9 now, and never had a ticket at all. And all of a sudden I get 3 or 4 parking tickets just in the span of a few months. Like, what the fuck, over? And in this one in particular, it really pissed me off because my truck needs work. It needs to go in the shop. I'm parked right outside the repair shop's lot. I'm in a dirt lot right next to their fence, waiting for them to open. And 8 o'clock comes around. Yeah, I was getting ready to go move my truck now that the gate's open, so I could put it in there and check in. I can't, and then before I even do that, there's already the parking ticket stuck to my damn rear view mirror. I'm like, come on, people. I don't know why this thing is telling me to turn there. That's not correct. The truck entrance is over here. That's Sysco right in front of us, but the truck entrance, we need to make a left here on the Opportunity Way. And then the truck entrance will be on the right side. And then right across the street on the left side is where that building is that the F-16 crashed into. So yeah, I'm going to be fighting that one. Look, I can't get my truck into the repair shop's lot because they're closed. Their fence is closed until 8 a.m. Yeah, I want to say it's this building, so this, I almost overshot because I got fixated on looking at that building. Chicken show and tell time. Stupid, but thankfully there was nobody behind me. Alright, all inbound deliveries use the right lane. I can't tell if there's anyone in front of this guy, if he's just... No, he look like he's just parked. Oh. What are you doing, dude? If you're going to be that far behind the guy in front of you, I'm going to assume you're parked. So either move your ass or let me get around you. I don't care. Alright guys, I'm going to go get checked in here when I'm able, and we'll let you know what's going on from there. Alright guys, we're checked in now. So she gave me a target door of 52, which would be right over here. There's a truck in it, but not a problem. She said there's a range there that we can use. Anywhere between door 49 and 55 is fair game. So looks like 55's occupied. Looks like we can do 54. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and go with that one. I'm going to go ahead and slide tandem, well, not slide tandems, but I'm going to get my doors open right here where I can do what I need to do without being in anybody's way. Looks like we should have enough room here for straight back. A little bit of a modified straight back here because the way I'm approaching. Yeah, should now the light pole might be a problem for a straight back setup, but might be all right. I don't know. I think that pole's going to be a problem, so we'll just do like a maybe somewhat of an offset or something. Yeah, it'll work. Okay, tandems are where I want them, but my angles are horrible, so yeah, it'll fix that right there. Okay, so it looks like the tires need to go just a little bit inside both of the yellow lines there to line up just right. So I noticed these docks have the chocks that actually can indicate to the dock people inside if the chocks are actually in place or not. So yeah, see the light's green, but now when I put the wheel chock in place, it's going to show. It's actually going to. It'll probably start flashing like between red and green, or flashing red, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go down to the other end there and check you get checked in. And last I remember, there was a lumper fee to pay, but or actually, I think last time I was prepaid. But I'll let you know here in a bit. Well, guys, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're finally unloaded now. I don't think I'm gonna have room to make my turn over there. I might, but let's make it easy. I don't want to have to try to worry about whether my tandems will make it into that lane there for the guard shack. So I'm gonna come out this way instead. Okay, so this is a long time sitting here. 6.5 hours in the dock door. A little annoyed, not really so much with Sysco. Yeah, a lot of you guys are going to blame them for it, but I'm more annoyed with the situation than anything. Because it's afternoon now, and it's Friday on top of that. I have a pre-plan to go pick up a load in Colton that actually was due to pick up 4 minutes ago. And I got a message saying that it is ready to go about a few hours ago. So, there is that. Now, why I'm not going to blame Sysco for this? Because this was a pain in the ass PO, or load. 22-page long BOL with probably at least a good half a dozen PO numbers on it. That's very complicated. So, and having lumped my own load before, I know how much of a pain in the ass that can be and how time consuming that is when you have a bunch of POs that you have to, you take all these pallets, 26, 28 pallets out of the trailer, but once it's out of the trailer, you have to inventory everything, sort everything out, and then it also ends up getting restacked into a bunch of other smaller pallets in the process, and it's a pain. Hello. You want to pull forward or? Yeah, pull forward. Okay. We get pull forward here for a second so I get my doors shut, and we'll talk some more about that and what's going on next. Alright guys, let's get rolling here now. Okay, so I have I'll be picking up a load in Colton as soon as I can here. That one's going to Toma, Wisconsin. I will not be vlogging either the pickup or the delivery on that load. I'm going to just focus on getting the trailer washed out and go get it picked up and moving. Now, I mentioned on TikTok already for this load, I don't normally complain about being detained because as long as I'm on time, I'm collecting detention pay. The longer I sit, the more detention pay I collect. So, that said, that alone I'm not concerned with at all with the 6-hour sit, because it's at least 4 hours of probably of detention, 4.5 hours probably, or something around there of detention pay. If I had to guess, I'd say it's somewhere in the ballpark of $180 or something, just to sit there on my ass and sleep or whatever else. Problem here is it's Friday afternoon, and we got the Moreno Valley interchange right down the street from here. This guy's got a green arrow, so I'm not worried about the cross traffic. Shut up. So I'm going to have to do the crawl through there, the Riverside crawl. I should make it to the truck wash before they close, but I'm going to have to call just to be sure that they won't close. Make sure he knows that I'm on my way, because they're good about that. If they know that we're on our way, they'll hang around long enough to make sure we get hooked up. So I'm going to do that and then go right back down the street and pick the load up and get it moving. Now, the other problem here is with it going to Wisconsin, the normal route I would take from Colton to Wisconsin would be I-15 up to Salt Lake City and then take I-80 across. I don't want to, it's now I-70 across from Cove Fort, Utah area over to Denver is 50 miles shorter, but there's a lot more terrain and curves and stuff, and this time of year not a good time to be going through there either. So if I'm going to do that, I'd rather do the 100-mile extra or so trip and go across I-40 to Tucumcari or wherever instead. So I don't know, I haven't decided yet on that, but whatever. Like, if I end up going up I-15 regardless, though, I'm going to have to deal with the Cajon crawl as well. So now I have to debate on, do I want to get on the freeway here at Cactus and deal with some stop and go traffic getting into the Moreno Valley interchange, or do I want to just stay here on Meridian/Sycamore Canyon and follow that all the way up to the other side of the interchange to get on at Box Springs Road? I might go ahead and take Cactus over. Who's got the... Right, now I got this guy on the bike. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, and he's going the wrong way, too. And then just when I had an opportunity, these guys got the green arrow. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, all right? I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this. Yeah, I'll just say, sometimes shit happens with the detention. Unless if you've never lumped a load before yourself, you don't really have any room to talk about why it takes so long for unloaders to finish unloading your load. Or, and speaking of that, with a lumper, it was $482 lumper fee. But like I said, it was a very complicated. Oh, come on, very complicated load. So I'm not surprised it took a while. All right, anyway, that's all I got for today. We'll see you guys probably whatever I end up doing after I get done with that Toma, Wisconsin load, all right? How's that? We'll see you guys then, all right? Appreciate watching. Thanks for watching. See you later.